Hey everyone, welcome to today's video, which is going to be another Friday Reads video. So I have been reading this past week. It has been a reading, catching up on sleep kind of week because we got new mattresses here. And it's like, every time, it's like, you can lay down for a little bit. It's like, oh, you want to lay down and read, I'll get like 4 or 5 pages and be out cold. But I have got some reading done. I have made progress in Love Awakened by J.R. Ward. I am now on chapter 9, which is page 82. It starts to now get to the main plot. Bella, who was kidnapped at the end of book 2, excuse me, is rescued, and she's about to go through her, I guess you would say, cycle. There's terms for everything. See what is on here. Her kneading period, which is basically where female vampires are the most fertile, and no male vampire can resist them. And it is a very dangerous time for the women, for the female vampires, as well as for the male vampires. And it is mentioned in this book that during the kneading, the female vampires have actually used the male vampires up to the brink of death. And obviously, Zadis, who is the main male vampire, is not too thrilled because he has a very difficult past when it comes to that nature, and he was used as a blood slave, as well as for other stuff for a female vampire. And obviously he's bonded to Bella, so it's now getting into like the main story. But I am really enjoying it. I love it. This is the best book in the series by far, just because of Zadis. He comes the farthest in terms of journeys in the Black Hair Brotherhood series. So I cannot wait to dive more into it. I wish I could stay awake longer to read it more. And last night, I ended up putting a good hurting on The Sculptor by Scott Cloud. I ended up reading the first chapter here. And if I'm being honest, I'm not 100% in love with it. It is about a man who is a sculptor who is down on his luck, and on his birthday, Jess comes to him and gives him basically I won't say an ultimatum, but gives him an opportunity where he, the main character, has 200 days left to live, but in those 200 days he can create anything he dreams of with his hands, as a sculptor. And without hesitation, he takes the offer. And that's pretty much where I have stopped at, which is also on the dress jacket as well. But I'm enjoying it. It's just, I don't know, I'm not as into it as I really would have hoped for. If I do end up finishing this book this week, which I do hope so, these books do tend to fly through pretty fast. And I will admit, now that I have finished, or I've read these books up until The King, and then I was gifted the series from a lovely subscriber I have. All the way up until I think The Thief. which I don't think is listed in this one. Yeah, the thief, okay. And I'm want to rework my way through it. But when I'm rereading them up to that point, I really do not like the lesser storyline. Especially now that I know what happens. So whenever, like, one of the lesser storyline comes up, I kind of just skip over it, you know? As well as the John Matthews storyline that's going on here. I do like John Matthews' storyline. It is a really, really interesting story if you read throughout the whole series, you know. But if I'm being honest, until his book, which is I believe Love of Mine. Yeah, I think Love of Mine, which is his and Hex's storyline. I really didn't care for John Matthew super much until he went through the transition, and once he went through the transition, I did like his character a lot more. So I'm just kind of skimming his bit on parts. I really just want Zetas and Bella's story because Zetas and Bella is the best characters. It is the best story, you know. If I do finish that book this week, there's 2 books I'm going to be picking up, or choosing between. I'm going to be finally grabbing from the library. I'm in my library bag. I checked, I didn't grab it, I forgot all about it. But that is To Sleep in the Sea of To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. It's his newest science fiction book. I'll be picking that book up. Today is my last time to renew. I just renewed it tonight. And it is my last time to renew, so I have 3 weeks to read it. Or get it to the point where I'm like, okay, I like this, I'll just buy a book, a copy of it. I'm going to pick that book up, or I'm going to pick up Insomnia by Stephen King on my nightstand, or it's over on the night table, which is a desk. But anyways, I do want to talk a little non-bookish things here. But let me get a drink first. So I do want to address or talk about like why I haven't done card chat for a little bit, or why there really hasn't been coloring videos up on the channel in this last week or so. And if I'm being honest, there's 2 main reasons. One is I really just, how do I describe it? I look at my coloring pages when I go start it, and my mind goes blank. Like, I have 2 books I'm currently working on, which is the Careers Ants, which we're doing coloring chats in, and the New Japan Bastard. I have so many pages in the Japan Bastard page, that is in the Japan Bastard book that's planned in my head. And then when I go to color, it's like everything just goes from my mind. Like, I have my pencil set aside the page I'm working on, and I just need to put that one last stuff down, a little bit of jumping work, and I'm done. Literally an hour, and I'll be done. But when I'm like, I open the book up and get everything out, I was like, well, wait, I want to put the color, because there's different places I put the color and different places I put the jump in. And I sit there for so long, just looking at the book and like, I don't know what to do. Like, my mind physically goes blank, I don't know what to do. And if I'm being honest, I think I know the main reason, which is because I am playing a book right now, and it is fully consuming, like, everything outside of my reading. Like, this right here is my, excuse me, this right here, my reading is my shut my brain off, stop obsessing over this idea, and take a break. Um, I think the reason I have become so obsessed with this book is because I really do like the idea of this book. And with me going in for surgery in like late August, September, I want the first draft done so I can print it up, and my mom can go through it while she's helping me, like watch me recover. I can maybe find some beta readers to read over it in like the October, like September, October, November months. So by the time I'm fully healed and back to normal, I can sit down and read through people's critiques, read through like what they think needs to be different, what they think is good, what like all the stuff that like I need to go into for revisions, and like if I need to completely redo it and do a second draft, you know. I just want to get the first draft done, and I know I have the time. If I can sit down, I'm going to Dollar Tree tomorrow, which is Saturday. I'm getting everything I need to sit down and map this book out, make up a full, as I call them, book Bibles, where everything in that notebook, everything in that binder, everything in that folder will be that book. You know, I need something as small as what hair color did that side character have, it'll be in that book, you know what I mean? And if I can get that fully done over the course of this next few weeks of April, I have all of May, all of June, all of July, the first half pretty much of August to really get this book, the first draft, done. Because I really think this idea is like a really, really good idea, and something that I think would be a really good push for, you know, traditionally published novels. And the idea for like the themes of it is like Sleepy Hollow meets religious cults meets Silent Hill, and there's so much in there, and there's all these ideas I'm jotting down, and I'm writing down, and I'm planning more. It's like, if I just sit here and just space out, I'm thinking of the book, and I'm thinking of character dialogue, I'm thinking of characters, I'm thinking of settings, all of that. And with the surgery coming up, I know I'm going to have time to recover, and I know I'm not going to be in the right mindset in September, October to really, you know, really write stuff. So I want to have that first draft done. And if I'm being honest, the coloring is just, my mind, like I said, goes blank, and it's hard because I write a coloring channel. I know that's what people like to see, but I'm hoping that, you know, just these reading videos, me sitting down chit-chatting, maybe I'll start doing some writing videos where I can sit down and talk about my writing, how it's going, how it's all that kind of stuff like that. It's just, I'm not even coloring in my own time, you know, let alone on camera, and I know I feel bad about it because I know that I've said some amazing books, you know, from Rosemary, from, you know, Kirby book, the Japan book, I know on Tuesday, you know, Maria Trolle's newest book will be here. And I'm just like, I feel so bad that I'm not working in there and making beautiful pages to like show her and be like, thank you for sending me this gift, look at what I did, you know, type of thing. But at the same time, it's like this book is like, there's something about the book that I haven't felt about other books. So I'm like, I need to work on this, you know. And I need to focus. And I think when it is fully mapped out and it's plotted out and planned out, my brain will kind of ease up and maybe it'll be a little easier to sit down and color, Maybe my creativity will come back, but I think right now all my creativity is going right into that book, and if I'm being honest, I would have it no other way. So that is why there is no color videos. I do have a first impressions I will be trying to film soon. When I went to Ollie's last weekend, it has the Crayola signature pearlescent acrylic paints. It's over there on my books. I haven't even played with them yet. So I would do like a swatching of them and play with them and test them out, So I'm hoping to film that. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's why there's been no coloring videos, because my mind creatively is in that book. And that book is consuming me. So I'm ready to, tomorrow I'm going to get everything I need to take it from like sticky notes and like little, I have like a notebook that's like a line of this, a line of that, like I'm ready to take that into fully planning and plotting it all out. So yeah, that is it. I'm going to edit this and go to bed, and I'm going to read this. It is pretty late. It is 3:15. I got watching a movie and lost track of time. I was watching Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. It's on HBO Max until the end of the month. And I was like, I need to watch it. And it was so good. I'm glad I finally watched it. And I just lost track of time. So I'm going to edit this, upload it, and then read, because I need more Zadist and Bella in my life. And tomorrow we're going to go down to do some grocery shopping, go to Dollar Tree. And yeah, I'm going to probably work on plotting and planning my book tomorrow when I get home. And yeah, just getting busy, staying busy, trying not to obsess over, the surgery in late August, September, whenever it fully, I'm going for the consultation in late August, and then probably scheduling the surgery for September. So I'm trying not to obsess over that, and I think this book is going to be the perfect distraction to fill up my months leading up to surgery. So that is it for today. I hope you all are having an amazing weekend, and I hope to chat with you all soon.